We're going to talk about the lost art of prayer. For me, I have to tell you before I even go into this, this is a very personal teaching. Because for myself, from a very young age, even at the age of 6 years old or something, I was spontaneously going into this kind of prayer and interaction with the divine. For me, it was very special from a young age. Later on in my life, as I, did courses, developed whatever, I went into yoga, I went into Tantra, I went into all kinds of spiritual teachings, and I've grown in various ways. But I have to say that it is still the cradle from which I come from. It is the origins, so to speak, of my spiritual path. We are at a time where the secret information has to be given more freely. And that's why, even though I've never in my career, which is now more than 20 something years, 23 years, 24 years now that I'm in spirituality, teaching and going full on into it, until now, I've never really taught anything to do with prayer. But seeing what we're facing in modern times, I've decided that it's time to teach prayers. What I'm about to share with you today is actually extremely powerful. When we're talking about prayer, this is one of those things that is hidden in plain sight, which means actually a lot of people heard about prayer. Some people pray, others go to church or to a synagogue or to a temple or something, and they do their prayers once a week or once in a while or something. And usually you find that in modern times, most people, when the subject of prayer comes up, then people are kind of, oh yeah, we know about prayer. Yeah, priests do it and rabbis do it and monks and nuns do it. And we know, you just sit there, you put your hands together and you just say, oh, read from a prayer book or something. And basically people say prayer is very simple. You just sit there and you put your hands together and you just pray and you just say, oh God, or something like that, whatever you believe in. And you're telling people that basically, okay, when you pray, you're just going to be asking something, right? God, please give me a new car, or maybe, fix my child that he finds a nice partner or stuff like that. And people say, okay, so we understand. This is prayer. Nothing special there, not complicated. We know. It's clear. Prayer is clear. The answer to that is that actually prayer is not clear at all. When we're talking about prayer from a spiritual perspective, especially if we look at it from the background of Tantra, then we're talking about something which has potential, capacity, power, more than you can even imagine. I can tell you that most people really don't understand not just what prayer really is, not only what is the potential of prayer that most people don't even imagine or can fathom, but more than that, most people don't even understand the technology of prayer. And yes, there is a technology there. There's a whole mechanism. In order to understand prayer, we need to go very deep.